It was an ordinary morning in Mr. Collins' advanced mathematics class, where students were often challenged with tricky problems that most considered impossible. Among the students sat Jamal, a quiet black teenager who had recently transferred to the school. Many of his classmates underestimated him, and unfortunately so did some of the teachers. That day, in an attempt to make a joke, Mr. Collins wrote an incredibly difficult equation on the board, one that was usually reserved for university-level competitions. With a smirk, he turned to Jamal and said, "Why don't you give it a try?" "Let's see what you've got," the class chuckled, assuming Jamal would stumble and embarrass himself. But instead of shrinking back, Jamal calmly stood up, took the marker, and began working step by step. The room grew silent as his confidence radiated with each line of calculation. What seemed impossible to everyone else started to make perfect sense in Jamal's hands. In less than 5 minutes, he reached the final solution and circled it with precision. The teacher's jaw dropped, and the students gasped in disbelief. Mr. Collins stammered, checking Jamal's work twice, only to realize it was flawless. This is correct," he admitted, his voice shaking with both shock and admiration. Suddenly, the laughter that had filled the room turned into applause, and the same classmates who had doubted him were now cheering for him. Jamal simply smiled, returned to his seat, and whispered to the student next to him, "Math is just about seeing patterns." Word of the incident spread quickly around the school, and Jamal's brilliance could no longer be ignored. Teachers began encouraging him to enter national math competitions, and his confidence soared. What began as a cruel joke ended up revealing a prodigy in their midst. Mr. Collins, humbled by the experience, later apologized to Jamal for underestimating him and even confessed that Jamal had taught him an important lesson about respect and potential. From that day on, Jamal was no longer seen as the quiet transfer student, but as a symbol of perseverance, intelligence, and the importance of never judging someone by appearance or assumption. The very problem meant to belittle him had become the moment that defined his greatness, proving to everyone that brilliance has no boundaries